Welcome back to the Naughty Corner Gaming. Today we are talking paint schemes and how we come up with our final choices. As in my last video on Combat Patrol, I didn't get to painting the Winged Tyranid Prime. I think it's time to get to a glow up. So picking your paint scheme is something that I find really difficult, not just because of the immense choice that you get, but also it's something that I want to be able to paint quickly and easily, because as we've seen, I'm not that great. So with that, I think it's time to start thinking about colour combinations and where we can go with different colours and different paint schemes. I want to avoid something classic, like High Fleet Leviathan, but I want to sort of keep it in theme with colours that I can use easily and quickly. So I think the key element to making a quick and easy design for any model, regardless of the paint scheme, the complexity of the model, is going for a very limited palette. So with this, what I've done is I've tried to just go for something really simple, really basic, but hopefully will give enough punch on the tabletop. So for the claws and the talons, I've gone for a night sky into a thunderous blue. For the skin, I'm going ivory white into a warm skin shade to pearl skin, ivory white being the new colour from the Blanchett Soup paint set. And then for the armour, I'm going really dark green into a really light green, so I've hopefully got some really light colours that will work together in this. Now that I have my base colours established, all I'm going to do now is start cracking into painting. So with that, let's go. Depending on your opinion, obviously, you pick which part you want to start with on the model. I think it's going to be the best thing to do with this Winged Tyranid Prime is to actually just start with doing the skin first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ivory white and the warm skin tone, and then see where, is my greens too dark, too light to give that contrast for the model that I'm after. After 3 coats, we're ready for the warm skin shade wash and then to let that dry. And whilst we're letting that dry, let's talk today about where you should be going for your hobby tools and support, and that's Rampage Games. Rampage Games makes a wide range of boxes, tokens and stuff to just elevate your game and be clearer when playing. And I highly recommend looking at their tokens for the different factions that have already been revealed, and you'll see some of them up here on the screen now. Because as I get to grips with a new army, what I want to do is make sure that I'm being transparent with my opponent and going, yes, I've used that Hunter Killer missile. Yes, I've used my Rites of Battle, that once per turn ability. And I don't want to be a cheat, because although we're naughty and we make bad decisions, we're still not cheaters. Then going back in with ivory white, just starting to do re-highlight around those edges. So don't get me wrong, I know what you're thinking, and you're probably right. Now the key thing here for me is actually trusting the process and just going through with it and seeing what I get to at the end. The worst case is that I'll strip it, and redo it. But I've got like 5 of these because of like combat patrols, some Leviathan boxes, and God knows else what. Like I've got loads. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to go again. And I know that's not the luxury for some, but with an Naughty Corner, we make poor decisions, we buy lots of stuff, and yeah, it means we've got this. So having established my base tone for the skin with the overwrite, I haven't done the Pearl White highlight yet. Just try and mute it down. I'm going to go straight into the green skin and try and start building up this armour and try and see what we can do with it and hope that it isn't completely ass. I have to say, with the green skin down, in actual fact, I'm really happy with that colour as the offset tone. So all I'm going to actually do now is crack out the wild green and the ferocious screen for some extreme edge highlights on the armour, because obviously I don't want to wash it and stuff because it's armour, it's designed to be more flat looking, and I think my guys just eat a lot of orcs. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. At this point, the armor's looking really good. I'm still like concerned about the wings and bits because I need to pick a colour for that, but in actual fact, it's coming out alright. Before going on to the actual like claws, which is like the last bit, I'm actually going to go and do the wings because this is the bit that is like stressing me out the most. So we're actually going to go really dark with the wings because we've got some really light skin. I think just going with like the darkness is probably going to be my go-to, which is the deep green blues, and then hopefully with the green and the blue that I'm going to do first, since it just all ties in together. Fingers crossed. Stretch now. Night Sky and Thunderous Blue, just for some desaturated blue greys, just to go for the claws, everything like that. Let's just get this smashed out now. And with that, our Winged Tyranid Prime is done. I just off camera just did a little bit on the final bits, like the tongue, which is just burning ore, just to give it that final bit of look. But with that, we've painted a Tyranid. How badly did I do?